Los Angeles. After returning Sunday in the Los Angeles Lakers' 116-100 win over the Memphis Grizzlies following an 8-day layoff, LeBron James said he had to be convinced to take time away from the team to address his sore left foot. "If it was up to just me, I probably would have played," said James, who came into the season stating his goal to play in all 82 games in his 22nd year in the NBA. "It would have been hard to keep me away from it. I have a team and I got to listen to them as well. They look out for my best interest." Lakers coach J.J. Redick said James' absence was for personal reasons and gave the star space during the time he missed, telling reporters he was unaware of how the league's all-time leading scorer spent the week-long break. James shed some clarity on the situation after putting up 18 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists and 2 blocks in 34 minutes against the Grizzlies. "A lot of rehabbing, a lot of training still to make sure that I was ready to go tonight," James said. "Didn't want to get too much out of shape." By failing to advance to Las Vegas and defend their NBA Cup championship, the Lakers. If you like the video, support us by subscribing. Schedule had just 2 games during a 10-day stretch from December 9th to 18th, allowing James to prioritize his health without missing too much game action. "I had an opportunity to take more days and get my mind, body and everything where I wanted it to be for tonight," he said. And it worked out. The payoff was almost immediate, with James throwing down a dunk on one end, sprinting back to block Grizzlies forward Brandon Clarke's shot from behind on the other and then scoring on a tip-in on the ensuing possession, all in the span of 19 seconds in the first quarter. "Had some energy, which kind of brought energy to us," said Anthony Davis, who tied season highs with 40 points and 16 rebounds, playing through a stinger injury to his left shoulder. "He's obviously dealing with some stuff. But I think a week off kind of just let him heal and get back right." Beyond the initial surge, Redick said James' defensive communication was a constant buoy for his team as LA held a Memphis team that came into the night having won 10 of its last 11 games to just 39.2% from the field, 32.1% from 3, and forced 21 turnovers. "He's the best on our team with his attention to detail and shifts," Redick said. "An important part of us having a good team defense is his talk and his effort level on that." On the season, James was averaging 23 points on 49.5% shooting, 35.9% from 3, 9.1 assists and 8.0 rebounds before Sunday's game. Redick has said he is in constant communication with James and his longtime athletic trainer, Mike Mancius, about managing the 4-time MVP's workload as he nears his 40th birthday at the end of the month. Moving forward, Redick said he will try to find pockets of rest for James without him needing to miss entire games. Not necessarily less minutes, but shorter runs so that he's not getting gassed and then quicker segments on the bench and then he's back in, Redick said. If you like the video, support us by subscribing. James said his left foot soreness remains an everyday thing, adding, "It's not behind me." However, he said the extended rest did allow him to recover from quad injury he suffered in the last game he played, LA's 134-132 overtime loss to the Atlanta Hawks on December 6. His return coincided with Redick trying out a new starting lineup for the first time this season, with Max Christie joining James, Davis, Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura in the first unit. Reeves had 19 points, 8 assists and 2 steals, while Christie was instrumental in holding Grizzlies star Ja Morant to a 6-for-21 shooting line with 7 turnovers. "My main assignment tonight was Ja Morant, so my mind was just focused on trying to make it as tough as I could for him," Christie said. "And I thought I did a decent job of that tonight." LeBron James returns from absence, foot injury to help lead Lakers past Grizzlies. LeBron James finished just shy of a triple-double while leading the Lakers to a 116-110 win over the Grizzlies on Sunday night. After missing 2 games with a foot injury, LeBron James returned to the lineup on Sunday night and led the Los Angeles Lakers to a win like nothing had happened. James finished just shy of a triple-double and seemed largely back to his old self in the Lakers' 116-110 win over the Memphis Grizzlies at Crypto.com Arena. He had 18 points, 8 assists and 8 rebounds in the win. James first missed last Sunday's win over the Portland Trail Blazers with a sore foot. James then missed time at practice last week, including one that was labeled simply for personal reasons. He did not play in Friday's loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves either, and coach J.J. Redick didn't seem to have an idea as to when he'd be back on the floor. But before the game, Redick revealed that he and James spoke about the star taking time off to recover from his left foot injury, which is something that sounded like was much needed. The Lakers, who built up a 20-point lead at one point in the third quarter, appeared as if they were going to cruise to a dominant win on Sunday night. But the game nearly flipped completely when star big man Anthony Davis went down with a shoulder injury during that period after he collided with Grizzlies center Zach Edey. Davis left the game briefly for the locker room, and the Grizzlies almost immediately cut the game to single digits. They ended the third quarter on a 16-5 run after Davis left the game, too, but Davis returned to the game in the fourth quarter to close out the wire-to-wire win. He matched season highs with 40 points and 16 rebounds for the Lakers. Austin Reaves finished with 19 points and 8 assists. Those two and James were the only Lakers players to hit double figures. Anthony Davis takes over as Lakers' top Grizzlies. Anthony Davis shrugged off an injury scare to match season bests of 40 points and 16 rebounds as the Los Angeles Lakers defeated the visiting Memphis Grizzlies 116-110 on Sunday night. Austin Reaves had 19 points and 8 assists while LeBron James, back after missing 2 games due to a foot injury, chalked up 18 points, 8 boards and 8 assists for Los Angeles. Jaren Jackson Jr. scored 25 points before fouling out for the Grizzlies, whose 4-game winning streak came to an end. Ja Morant had 20 points, 7 rebounds and 6 assists, offset by a 6-for-21 clip from the floor and 7 turnovers. Davis retreated to the locker room with 5:30 remaining in the third quarter after hurting his left shoulder in a collision with Memphis center Zach Edey during a rebounding contest. However, Davis returned with 9:19 left in the fourth quarter and picked up right where he left off, scoring 7 straight Lakers points soon after. James got off to a fast start, dishing out 2 assists to Davis in the opening minute of the contest before following a thunderous slam with a chase-down rejection of Desmond Bane. He then scored on a tip-in to give Los Angeles a 9-2 edge. Davis had 12 points and 7 boards in the first quarter, which ended with the Lakers up 30-20. The Grizzlies went 5-for-20 from the field in what was their lowest-scoring first quarter of the season. The Lakers' cushion grew to 44-29 thanks to a 10-0 second-quarter burst, which included a triple from Reaves. Davis posted a double-double before the teams entered the break, racking up 22 points and 10 rebounds over the first 24 minutes of action to send Los Angeles into intermission up 64-46. After seeing their deficit grow to 23, 81-58, with 6:22 to go in the third quarter, the Grizzlies took advantage of Davis's absence and closed the frame on a 19-5 run. Anthony Davis takes over as Lakers' top Grizzlies. Anthony Davis shrugged off an injury scare to match season bests of 40 points and 16 rebounds as the Los Angeles Lakers defeated the visiting Memphis Grizzlies 116-110 on Sunday night. Austin Reaves had 19 points and 8 assists while LeBron James, back after missing 2 games due to a foot injury, chalked up 18 points, 8 boards and 8 assists for Los Angeles. Jaren Jackson Jr. scored 25 points before fouling out for the Grizzlies, whose 4-game winning streak came to an end. Ja Morant had 20 points, 7 rebounds and 6 assists, offset by a 6-for-21 clip from the floor and 7 turnovers. Davis retreated to the locker room with 5:30 remaining in the third quarter after hurting his left shoulder in a collision with Memphis center Zach Edey during a rebounding contest. However, Davis returned with 9:19 left in the fourth quarter and picked up right where he left off, scoring 7 straight Lakers points soon after. James got off to a fast start, dishing out 2 assists to Davis in the opening minute of the contest before following a thunderous slam with a chase-down rejection of Desmond Bane. He then scored on a tip-in to give Los Angeles a 9-2 edge. Davis had 12 points and 7 boards in the first quarter, which ended with the Lakers up 30-20. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe for daily updates.